Our goals for 2020 include increasing the number of children that we serve, especially those children that are underprivileged and wouldn't otherwise be able to afford the experience. We are looking to change some of our exhibits and update them, and we're hoping that we'll have our best field season yet.
Working at Burpee has given me a new insight into animal sciences, and even though it's not a career that I'm necessarily going to pursue, it's something that I'm interested in and I've learned more about.
Oh, it's really just helped me learn more about animals, because usually when you go online or something to look up animals, you don't find as much about like their personalities or how they would act with humans. You just find like, this one is blue, this one's red. But at the Burpee you learn their personalities and how they react with humans.
Digital media today basically captivates all kids, and that's all they really know. So getting out and seeing actual specimens, it makes it more real, it makes it more concrete. They can actually see that these animals did actually live, or still today live. I mean, animals that we see in our backyard all the time. If you're from a more rural area, you see it all the time, but if you're from Chicago or a larger city, you don't get to see that. So when you see an actual animal 2 feet away, or a dinosaur right in front of you, it really sinks in and makes it real that these animals did exist sometime in the past.
Science education is so important for the young people in our community. Not only can we teach them how to problem solve and how to answer difficult questions, but we can also help them to learn about their planet and realize why it's an important thing to love and preserve.
Yeah, so I see people come through here and they're just very excited about seeing the animals and seeing the entire museum as a whole. There are kids who come and are just absolutely fearless with the animals, and it's wonderful to have them.
In order to expand the educational programming this year, we've included brand new field trips, additional outreaches into schools, and really changed the way that we market Burpee.
When a kid comes in, and all kids love dinosaurs, so when they come in and we open that window up and they're staring at a fossil in front of them, and then you can say, would you like to touch it? Their eyes light up and they touch it, and they get excited because they're touching an animal that hasn't existed on this earth for about 60 million years, up to 100 million or whatever. And it draws them in, and we keep their interest in science in the future. When you think of our paleontology programs, a lot of these kids, they're not going to become paleontologists, but just it's a hook. You bring them in with the dinosaur bones or whatever interests them, and they may go on to be an astronaut, a physicist, an engineer, or whatever. So it's a way of keeping them within the sciences.
You meet a lot of people that come in here and they're all so happy to see the animals, and really that just helps you being a people person, helps you know how to talk to people in the future. So you would really be not scared of anyone. So as soon as you see them being scared of a snake, then you're not really scared of them.
Attendance is up this year, and we attribute that to our increased marketing, an investment in our community through outreaches and schools, and an improvement in the way we are displaying our content inside the museum.
So a smaller museum like us allows us to have a lot of one-on-one interaction with the general public. You go to these bigger museums in the bigger cities, you don't get that just because there's so much going on. So come here, tap on the window, we'll open up the window and show you what's going on here one-on-one. Students or children can touch a dinosaur bone and really, you can see that their eyes light up when they get to do that. You can't do it at larger museums for the most part.
Our big wins of this year include an amazing Paleo Fest with more visitors than we've ever had, a fantastic field season with several new specimens, including an Allosaurus, and some fantastic educational programming that's doing better than it's ever done before. We've been in more schools and had larger programming for camps and after-school programming than we've ever had before.